Greetings all. Today I wanted to talk to you about atmosphere. Have you ever felt suffocated in a room just by being in someone's presence? Or maybe you're the one who's suffocated a room or two in your time because you're just so pent up, you're so tense, and you're so certain that things are going to be bad. Science calls this, fight or flight. You're kind of in this mindset that you have to protect yourself. You're not secure, you're not safe. And so you just have this general mood and this general attitude that bad things are going to happen and I have to be prepared for them. This certainly happens in relationships. Once you build up some bad history, you start thinking, well, everything's going to be horrible. And usually it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Nobody wants to be in a room with somebody who sucks out all the oxygen and makes it heavy and burdensome or even scary. Fear and insecurity ultimately express themselves in anger. If you've had a parent who's stuck in that mode, when you're a kid, that vibe in the house. But kids pick up on that. They feel that vibe. The people that you love feel the atmosphere that's happening inside you, the weather that's happening inside you. Some things you can't control. Sometimes you're grieving, sometimes you're hurting. So there's different things that are not entirely in your control, but you always have some control. You have some choice. And one of the activities you can do is morning gratitudes or evening gratitudes. Focus. Whatever's good, think on these things, Give your attention to the good things that have happened to you, the situations you've gotten out of, small acts of kindness. Then you've proved to yourself it exists, and you prove to yourself it might be there for you. Maybe not on your timetable, maybe not immediately, but you can have hope. And hope is a powerful environment to have, a powerful atmosphere to have inside yourself. Without hope, we're stuck in that fight or flight mode, meant for very temporary moments. There's a time and place for grr. There's a time and place for that determination, but it's very limited. And in most of today's world, we're not fighting lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. We're dealing with other stressors that are honestly less grave in the day-to-day life. It doesn't do you any good to let the storms rage on unchecked. So write some things down, write some positive things down. Remember situations you've gotten out of and things that people have done for you and to you that have been a blessing, that have been positive. When you walk into a room or when you walk into a situation, that you're going to have something positive happen instead of something negative. Have some hope, have some joy. Think of possibility and wonder. I remember in the old days of the early open world video games, you get to that edge where there's no more code. It looks like there's a street, but you can't go any further. That's what it's like when your world is too small. Atmosphere is about seeing this big landscape. Look at this. I love this out here. And when you feel like anything is possible, when you think that good is possible, it changes the way you interact with those around you. And it gives you the ability to create something beautiful and meaningful with your time, with your day. And that's the whole point. The whole point of the Genesis life, for me, is trying to get to a state where I'm a creator. And I am acting and living as such. And most of the time, what's the most important that we're creating is our moments, our memories, not for Facebook shares, not to show how great your life is compared to somebody else, but they are pictures in the cathedral of your heart. You are hanging and framing your life's work, these series of moments where you had the opportunity to create something beautiful because you had the right atmosphere, you had the right vision, and were present. So that's my encouragement to you today. Find the right atmosphere. Get your attitude where it needs to be. Be hopeful, even if it doesn't look hopeful. What is a miracle except something beautiful that most people didn't expect to happen? And you're swimming in them every day. Every breath you take is a miracle. You are a miracle. Your ability to love is a miracle. And I encourage you to fully embrace everything you got, because it's all that matters in the end. The only thing that goes with you. So God bless you. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.